First and foremost, I'm going to say all praises be to Yahweh, Ba'ashim El Shai, Ba'ashim El Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone, and shalom to the sincere, elect. Teaching the truth and faith is sincerity through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashim El Shai. I'm just doing a response to the clip that the brother over here, Raza Amaf, in our camp over here, found, man. And basically this proves that this truth is out there and these people know about this word. Right now, this was a comedy show on the BBC, the British Broadcasting Corporation, I believe, right? And where our main camp is actually right around the corner from the BBC. So this truth that we do anyway, us being out there, the BBC have sent countless people over the past couple of years to come and try and interview us, or come and secretly film and secretly record or stir us up, right? I mean, it's happened, a fair bit of times, man. And what this comedian over here is about to do, which is a Jake, he's basically bumped into either whether it's ISUPK or IUIC over here, or even us, or even watch us online, right? He's basically come across this truth, and if you hear what he's saying, there's some parts he's going slightly off because of what he's heard from those other camps he's come across. But on a large scale, this guy's on point, and this proves Esau's kingdom is going down. Before, they just understood our people being in slavery, yeah, not knowing who they actually are. But now, right, starting off with us pushing forth this truth, we're cursing Esau out basically to his face, and the Lord, puts the spirit on certain actors or certain guys who rap or certain people who entertain, as this guy here, to basically condemn Esau to his face, man. I'm gonna play the clip.
One of the craziest people I met and the funniest were these guys called the Black Israelites. If you don't know the Black Israelites, right, it's the black Jews in New York. Right, they think the black man's the original Jew. Right?
All right, as you can see, he said the Black Israelites, which we don't refer to ourselves as Black Hebrew Israelites. We are Hebrew Israelites, and you holding the microphone, your own self is a Hebrew Israelite, right? You have Israelites who look so-called white, who've been scattered amongst the people of the earth, man, because the 12 tribes of Israel have been scattered amongst all people, so it's not a black thing. But anyway, I'll play it.
Black Jews in New York, right? They think the black man's the original Jew.
That's right.
They think the white man's the devil. I mean, look, they have a point, right?
That's true. That's true. The so-called white man, according to the scriptures, are the people of Esau, man. Right? Every group of people upon the earth, they have a heritage, man. And you so-called people who call yourselves white, really, you're actually red. And according to the Bible, you are the children of Esau, and God hates you, man.
And they think,
Yep.
they the original Jew. They think the white man's the devil. I mean, look, they have a point, right? And they think Jesus, right, is coming back to put white people in slavery, right?
So you've got a comedian who on live TV, live British Broadcasting Corporation, right, live TV, right, said that the one who you call Jesus Christ is a so-called black man, and he's coming to put you Edomites, so-called white people, in slavery. This is what this comedian said on live TV.
And they think Jesus, right, is coming back to put white people in slavery, right? Which, look, I think is messed up. Because I think white people would make terrible slaves. You know what I'm saying? You know, look, this one once they run to the manager. You know, they try and give them bread and water. Is it gluten-free? It's not gluten-free. I know some old white woman making my delivery stuff like, Margaret, if you make me another shepherd's pie, I'm going to sell your ass. What's been going on? I'm single now.
Amen. Amen. That's the spirit. I'll play it again in case brothers didn't hear that.
One of the craziest people I met and the funniest were these guys called the Black Israelites. If you don't know the Black Israelites, right, it's the black Jews in New York. They think the black man's the original Jew. They think the white man's the devil. I mean, look, you know, they have a point. Right? And they think Jesus, right, is coming back to put white people in slavery. Right? Which, look, I think is messed up.
Yeah, man. So you know, now a person might think, okay, what he's saying is a joke, but guess what? It isn't a joke. This is 2 Corinthians 13:8. For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth, man. So whether this truth is pushed out there on the BBC in a bad light, or whether someone's doing a comedic skit, whether people are scoffing against this truth, or speaking up for this truth, you can't do anything against it, man. And you never know, him speaking about on TV, right? A guy who like isn't in a word yet may have seen him speaking about it and saying, you know what, I might have to go and do some research on it, right? Because look, right, the so-called real Jews according to the Bible are dark, man. The tribe of Judah, right, being so-called Negroes, man, are the tribe of Judah, and they're just, you know, they're dark-skinned people. This is Jeremiah 14:2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. And if you go into the word black, it means kadar, which is dark skin, right? And even songs of Solomon, right? King Solomon himself, right? Which he was known for writing. Basically, so as I was saying about King Solomon, who was known for making like a lot of songs, psalms, and proverbs and writings and stuff like that, right? He wrote songs of Solomon. So to basically prove he's a dark-skinned man, guess what? He himself is also of the tribe of Judah, right? So this is Songs of Solomon, chapter 1:1, the Song of Songs, which is Solomon's, right? So that's how you know this book, Songs of Solomon's, it was written by King Solomon. This is verse 5. Yeah, so he's speaking about himself. I am black, but comely. So he says, I am black, but comely. O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, dark skin, as the curtains of Solomon. Look not upon me because I am black. Yeah, because the sun have looked upon me. So he's saying, look, man, I'm so dark that, look, I'm already dark skinned and handsome, but I'm darker because of the sun have looked upon me, man. Right? So King Solomon, he was a king of Israel, the son of King David, or from the tribe of Judah, was a dark-skinned man too. And guess what? The actual one who you call Jesus Christ, right? He's also a dark-skinned man, because he also came from the tribe of Judah. And in the scripture, it actually says his skin color. This is Revelation 1:13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes was a flame of fire. And his feet, so his feet, which is a part of his body, are like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace. So what kind of color is something that is burned, not hot or heating up. So some people might say red, but what color is something that's burned in the furnace, burned and covered in soot, dark, very, very dark, and his voice is the sound of many waters. And if you go back to verse 14, it speaks of his hair as well white like wool, as white as snow. So first it compares the texture to wool, and then the color is snow. Because if it's both speaking about the color, why is it going to use two descriptive terms to basically describe his color? It compares it onto wool, then it compares it to snow, because you ain't gonna compare the texture of his hair to snow. You'll compare it to wool, right? So that's how you know that the actual one who you call Jesus Christ is a dark-skinned man. And the comedian himself also spoke about these so-called white people going into slavery. Well, I prove it now. Revelation 13:9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with a sword must be killed with a sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And the saints, according to Psalms 148 and Psalms 50, are the 12 tribes of Israel, which are you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and those scattered throughout the earth. So the actual one who you called Jesus Christ, right? He's going to be a slave master, man, right? Because the kingdom of heaven that's about to come, right, is his kingdom, and we're going to be joint heirs with him. This is Psalms 137 and 9, 137 and 9. This is Psalms 137 and 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom, right? In the day of Jerusalem, he said, raise it even to the foundation thereof. The children of Edom are you so-called white people who go back to the seed of a man named Esau. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that reward thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. And that's what we will do when we're in power in the kingdom of heaven, right? This is Psalms 147 and 130. No, is it 139? Let the saints bind their kings. Yeah, this is Psalms 149 and 5. So this is gonna be in the kingdom of heaven. This is Psalms 149 and 4. For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people; he will beautify the meek with salvation. And the one who's going to bring the 12 tribes of Israel salvation is the one who people ignorantly call Jesus Christ, which his true name in Hebrew is Yahweh Shai. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds, and the saints of the Israelites. Let the high praise of God be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand. And that's going to happen in the kingdom of heaven, right? We're going to be praising the Lord while you have spiritual power and swords, man. But that ain't going to be on this side. That's going to be in heaven, which will be upon earth, to execute vengeance upon the heathen. That's all you other nations that have had us in slavery, including you so-called people who call yourselves white, and punishments upon the people. And here's the key point: to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints, praise ye the Lord, and the saints of the Israelites. So the one who you call God and Jesus Christ, right? He's gonna play a part in all you other people being saved. And this is Psalm 110 and 1. The Lord said unto my Lord, sit thou at my right hand until I make thine enemies thy footstool. Now when the Lord died and was glorified and went back unto the Heavenly Father, he went to sit at where? The right hand side of the Heavenly Father. So the Lord at the right hand of the Most High, who's going to make his enemies, who the Heavenly Father is going to make his enemies his footstool, is the one who you call Jesus Christ. So he's going to have all you other heathens in slavery, including you so-called white people, because he hates you, right? This is Psalms 110:6. He shall, no, 110:5. The Lord at that right hand, the one who people ignorant call Jesus Christ, shall strike through kings in the day of his wrath. He shall judge among the heathen, all your other nations. He shall fill the places with the dead bodies. He shall wound the heads over many countries. And that's what's going to happen. That is what is going to happen. And just to clarify a point as well. If you go back to the seed, if you are a so-called person who calls yourself white, and you go back to the seed of a man named Esau, then God and his son, they hate you. And I'll read that for you. Romans 9:13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau I have hated. So the Lord loves Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and those who are Israelites who go back to the man Israel. But if you go back to the seed of Esau, as it says in Romans 9:13, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. So that's what's going to come upon the earth, and you're going to find out that the one who you call Jesus Christ, which his true name is Yahweh Shai, actually hates you, man. So with that, I'm going to say, all praise be to Abba Shai, the one is apostles and elders of GreatMillStone. With that, I'm going to say, shalom.